we need to discuss Connor McDavid's 150-point season. What else can I say besides this man is a freaking beauty? Holy shit. 64 goals, 87 assists for 151 points in 80 games. Man, I'm at a loss for words trying to describe this guy. Connor McDavid really is one of a kind. I wouldn't doubt that he is probably one of the best pure athletes of all time. It's insane how big of a gap he has set himself besides other players in the league. With that being said, Connor McDavid is the sixth player in NHL history to reach the 150 point mark. And, that's following names like Wayne Gretzky, Phil Esposito, Mario Lemieux, Steve Yzerman, and Bernie Nichols. To see another 60 goal scorer right after Austin Matthews did it, it's truly remarkable to see. Right before Austin Matthews did it, there was a huge gap since a 60 goal scorer was in the league when Steven Stamkos did that. And to see this back-to-back years, we are just blessed as hockey fans to see it. Nothing else to say about McDavid. He's just been a machine this whole season. Let's move on to his partner in crime, Leon Draisaitl. What's crazy is Leon has more points this season than Connor McDavid had last season. And Connor McDavid had 123. Leon right here, 124 points in 78 games. And he's got 51 goals, another back-to-back 50-goal season, 73 assists. And the way this guy passes the puck and shoots the puck, the combo is so lethal. So many goals you can see are just at sharp angles where he's on the goal line and McDavid just feeds him. And he just finds the most ridiculous angles and they go in. And you got to have a good shot to score 50 goals. And you can just see how dynamic of a player Leon is too. Next, let's just move on. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He has 103 points in 80 games this season. His personal record for most points in his season before this season was only 69 points. He never even 80, 82. He's never been a point per game player. And to have a team with three 100-point players, it's crazy. Nuge has stepped his game up. I don't know exactly how many power play points he has this season, but it's a lot. That's one of the reasons why Edmonton has the best power play of all time almost. We'll see if they can get that percentage up at the end of the season to break the record. This Oilers team is truly one of a kind. 3 100-point scorers. We got to talk about other guys that are contributing too. We see Zach Hyman. Zach Hyman, 83 points in 77 games. And when this guy came over from Toronto, he has just been the difference maker for this Edmonton Oilers roster. He's the guy who will get in front of the net, he goes in the corners, gets pucks, and he feeds and he shoots. He's got everything there is to play with the two best players in the world. And you could see it here, 83 points. He's over a point per game. And I didn't think I'd see anything like that out of Zach Hyman. But ever since his first game in Edmonton, I knew this guy would fit super well. That's just kudos to Zach Hyman. He's a fantastic dude off the ice, but he's a fantastic player too. We also got to shout out Evan Bouchard. Ever since Tyson Barrie got traded away, Bouchy's been that top guy on the power play. And their power play has been almost even better since Tyson Barrie left. And Evan Bouchard, he's got a clapper. So get out of the way if you see that thing coming. It's just awesome to see how well this power play is just in general. Even when they take guys off like Zach Hyman and you put Evander Kane in there. And this just power play with Leon and Connor McDavid and Nugent-Hopkins, they just take over the ice, and you cannot get a puck from them. They just zip it around. We'll see if their power play becomes the best power play in NHL history. Wouldn't doubt it if it happens, but watch out for this thing. I want to go over their deadline additions. They've had two really key players. The first guy is obviously Mattias Ekholm. Ekholm in 19 games with the Oilers, he has 12 points, and this guy has always just been a lockdown defenseman. I never saw him as an offensive guy when he was in Nashville. I mean, you had Roman Josi there, and Roman Josi is an amazing talent, so that's why you give Mattias Ekholm that defensive duty. But he has just elevated his game coming over to Edmonton. He's just been the perfect fit. It's been a fantastic addition. I think he's going to play a key role in this Edmonton Oilers playoff push. We also got to shout out Nick Bjugstad coming over from the Arizona Coyotes. And he's just a tall, big body, goes for the puck in the corner, wins races, uses his physical strength, and he just wins battles, and that's how you succeed in the playoffs. You find guys like that is when your top guys aren't going. I don't believe the top guys are not going to go this year. They're insane, but you need to have that depth too. Nick Bukestad's been a perfect fit. He brings that bottom six up, and that's what the Oilers desperately needed this season. All right, now we got to go over to their goaltending. Stuart Skinner, he's been unreal this season. So Stuart Skinner, 27, 14, and 5 with a 912 save percentage. Pretty good. I know towards the beginning of the season, Stuart Skinner wasn't as good as he is right now. He's really found his game. And ever since Jack Campbell kind of threw away his starting position, Stuart Skinner has came in and just locked it down. He'll be calm in net, make big saves, and don't give up incredible chances. And he locks down a lot of pucks that are coming through traffic. Every time I watch the Oilers, I've noticed, like, how does he get in position to see that through all those legs? That's one of the bright spots in Stuart Skinner's game. Unfortunately, we do got to talk about Jack Campbell. After leaving Toronto last year, he comes over to the Edmonton Oilers, and he just fell from the get. He was falling face first right out of the gates. And he's got an 888 save percentage. He's 21, 9, and 4, so a decent record for sure. But Jack Campbell, he hasn't been the same as he was in Toronto, but he has locked it down. I know they're giving him the easier games as of the past 2 weeks or so, and he's been able to lock it down, get them wins. If something were to happen to Stuart Skinner in the Stanley Cup playoffs, I could see Jack Campbell making a statement. He played pretty good for Toronto last season during the postseason. The Oilers have two decent goaltenders, and with how the offense is going this season and them locking down defensively, man, this is a scary team. Alright, I've got the standings up right now in the Pacific Division. The Edmonton Oilers are currently 2 points behind the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas has 107 points. The Edmonton Oilers have 105. And they both have 2 games, so there is a chance that these two teams could fight for the number 1 spot in the Pacific Division. But most likely, maybe not most likely, but what I would personally want to see in the first round this season would be a rematch of round 1 from last year, Edmonton LA. This would be a fantastic series. We saw it go 7 games last year too. I think it'll go 7 games this year. Who knows? I don't see the Oilers losing in the first round. I don't see the Oilers giving the Kings any chance. I think they could close it out in 5, possibly go to 6 games, but destroy them in the 6th. But this LA team is scary too. I think this would be a fantastic series, and I cannot wait for the Stanley Cup playoffs this season. Well, that's all I got to say. With 2 games left, we'll see what Connor McDavid can do. He may not play the last 2 games. He hit 150 points. He doesn't really care about personal milestones at all. So maybe he sits out, gives him a rest, but if he does play the last 2 games, he could add even more stats to his incredible season this year. Thank you, guys.